All right, people, what is up? Welcome to the drop. You're probably wondering why this doesn't look like Quinn Bishop because it is Mr. Lung Lee, 93 Till, who was kind enough to let us take the drop on the road. Quinn is traveling, so we're not at Cactus Music World headquarters. 93 Till is an absolutely great restaurant and bar. If you don't know it, you need to know it. Do we call this Montrose or Museum District?
Montrose.
We call it Montrose?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So anyway, come check it out. Follow them on the Instagram. Food is amazing. The record collection, the music is amazing. Tell everybody just kind of the idea of 93 Till.
So we're a record bar. We serve cocktails, seasonal food, kind of a neighborhood hangout. Somewhere you can get together before you go to the museum or
with a lot of vinyl.
A lot of vinyl.
I love it. So what we're gonna do is Lung's got some of his favorites. I might talk about a couple of old albums that I like, but we're gonna get right to what's our first album. What are we talking about?
One of my favorite albums from last year, Yusuf Days, black classical music. He's a drummer from London. He's been doing some amazing work. This is his first solo album that he did, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yusuf Days.
Yeah.
So you're saying favorite of 2023?
It's one of my favorite.
You know what? We might have to take the music down a little bit in the background. Is that okay? Can you bring it down to here? There we go. All right, cool. So there you go, guys. Write this down because we're going to go through these real quick. All right, what's up next? What do we got?
89 B's from Memphis.
Okay.
A little soulful rock, psychedelic rock. Really cool. You want to get groovy, he's the guy.
This is the one to do it?
Yep.
All right, cool. I love it. So Eddie, what?
Eddie 9V.
Eddie 9V. All right,
Yeah.
hang on a second, because I have to make mental notes because I got a feeling I'm gonna see a lot of stuff today that I've never seen before. Okay, and this one is out on what's the label here? Is that Vinyl Rough Edition? Okay,
Yeah.
That's cool. Check it. All right, let's keep it rolling.
All right.
Who's up next?
Got some El Chico.
El Chico?
Yep. El Chico Hamilton. He's from the 60s. He's great. He's from Los Angeles. He does a lot of, jazzy, soulful.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, just a lot of guitar.
All right, I like that. So let me ask you a question. So is this all your vinyl?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so when you were kind of like when you could find something or you're going to add something to your collection, what catches your eye? What's something you've never seen before, something you've never heard before, or something you've been looking for?
Well, a little bit of both. I mean, when you go digging, you kind of get intrigued by the album cover, and then you kind of just, I guess, have to listen to it and vet it first.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, it's hard to miss on vinyls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of agree, man. And it's so cool because a lot of times I have bought probably 4 or 5 albums not knowing anything about the artist just because of the cover.
Yeah, I've had a few swings and misses.
Sure, yes. Yeah. You can go wrong. How do you guys decide on a playlist for the night for the bar, for the restaurant?
We usually just pick them out through the night. We play them front to back each, so we make you guys listen to everything that they make. So
I love it.
We just kind of go through the vibe. Sometimes we switch it up depending on the mood.
It's all about the vibe, people. All right, what do we got next?
So we got Farewell, My Friend. This is a tribute album to Double K. He's an artist from Under the Stairs that passed away in 2021. So this is made from his friends, and it's kind of jazzy, and it's really good.
And you mentioned Under the Stairs. Is that a group?
People Under the Stairs.
People Under the Stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm learning things today. When you think you know something, then you run into somebody that really knows something. It's a learning experience. It's a cool photo on the back, too. I love that. Kind of a tribute album, right?
It is a tribute album.
Love it. All right. What else do we have happening?
Monophonics. They do a lot of psychedelic rock, soul.
Is this new or old?
It's kind of an older album, but it's classic. Probably got about 4 albums out. They're all great.
Are they from the U.S., UK?
Yeah, they're from the U.S. I don't know which state exactly, but
that's cool.
They started their first album.
I've heard
really
the name.
funky.
I've heard the name, but I don't think I've ever. If you put it on and said, "Who is this?" I don't think I could say it's Monophonics. Full disclosure, people. All right, what do we got?
Curtis Harding. Little R&B.
So tell me a little bit about Curtis. What do we know?
We know he does amazing music, and if you're feeling, a little uplifting, a little R&B type thing, that's who you want to listen to.
This is it.
Yeah.
Picture. So the dude looks like right here is not messing around.
No,
looks like he's very serious. All right, I have more questions before we walk through this. So, what made you get into vinyl? What was the hook? What got you on it?
Oh man, I mean, kind of always been a collector of sorts. Baseball cards, shoes, but I mean, albums is just one of those next steps.
Yeah. And you started collecting when?
When I was about 25, out in Portland. I used to live there, and it's a lot of vinyl shops around me.
Yeah.
I used to work across the street from one. I used to go there on my free time and just collect.
Yeah, man. So collecting shoes, collecting baseball cards, opening restaurants.
Yeah.
A true Renaissance man.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
The restaurant's kind of a toughie, but
well, you do it well, my friend. You do it very well. All right, what's next up?
Brighter Days Ahead from Coal Mine Records. So this came out in 2020 during the pandemic, and it's kind of most of all their artists that's on their label, and it's great because you get to hear from everybody that's on their label.
So this is so we got a bunch of people on here. So the Ironsides, the Sinceres, man, could they make the print any smaller? J.R. Thomas and the Volcanoes, help me with this one. Akibi Shakedown?
Yeah.
It's Akibi?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ben Pirani, the Winston Brothers, the Harlem Gospel Travelers, Devon Lamar Organ Trio. Thank God I know that band. Yeah. Rockin' band, by the way. I love those guys. Dojo Cuts, the Soul Chants, Monophonics. Just talked about them. Dude, this goes on and on and on and on. So this is a good way to kind of get a taste for.
Yeah, if you're looking for something a little funky, a little, disco, dancey.
Just groovy.
Yeah, that's
all
what
right.
You want.
Get this one, people.
Great.
All right, I love it. All right. What do we got?
Los Costellos, Peruvian cumbia.
Okay.
From the 60s.
I like me some cumbia.
Yeah, but they're psychedelic, more surf rocky cumbia. Which is awesome because it's always.
I've never heard psychedelic cumbia.
Oh, it's pretty awesome.
So, and then again, older album, new. Well, it looks
older
like an
band,
old. Yeah, it looks like an old.
I think this is their first album from the 60s.
Okay.
They've done like maybe 20 albums since then.
Damn.
But yeah,
them some prolific boys. So we've got. I speak Spanish and I can't say some of this stuff. Guajira Psicodélica. So like the psychedelic chick. Volando con los Destelos. Obviously flying with the band. Natalia Bugalú del Perro. You guys can figure that one out. Yeah, man, this one looks, and the picture looks super groovy. I love it when we're grooved up like that. All right, moving through it. Man, we're going through this quick.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we got?
We got Jungle. Came out last year. I mean, this is their fourth album, I believe.
Yeah.
From London. Maybe one of the best albums ever.
Says the man with thousands of albums, one of the best albums ever. Describe it to the people at home if they don't know what Jungle sounds like.
Dancey, electronic. I'll make you want to move. It's always.
Now, for a while, out of England, Jungle was a style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that out of the U.S. or was it everywhere?
I think it's from the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that band in particular is more dancey soul.
More dancey soul. And we've got a lot of stuff back here on the back. I don't know what it means, but I guess they're shouting out other bands.
No, these are the titles of the songs.
Oh, the titles of the songs. See, thank you for explaining that to me. All right, good. All right, moving forward. Let's go. What do we got?
All right. Duran Jones and the Cage. They're from the U.S., Indiana, I believe.
Okay. What do you love about this act? What does it sound like?
Oh man, one of my favorite bands right now. Soulful R&B. New age. We kind of have that classic feel of R&B that they do, but they're a newer band. Their drummer's great too, Aaron Frazier. They do a lot of.
Oh, and yeah, that name I know. So in case you were wondering, let's see who else is on here. Nobody that I recognize, but it looks cool. So
If you don't know about them, you should definitely
yeah,
stream them, pick that album
and I
up.
love I don't know. I think maybe it was when the whole Daptone thing started, when it kind of suddenly it was kind of cool doing like, obviously kind of like sounding more like the classic R&B and soul that inspired a lot of the current artists going back to like 60s. But I love how that kind of permeated into like the clothes and the style and even what the records look like.
I feel like that type of music's coming back in the trend.
Oh my God, yeah. And if you didn't know, you would be like, oh, this had to be made in like 1964 or something, No. So Duran Jones, guys, and the Indications. Get this.
Yeah,
you'll be happy. You're going to dance around the house.
Album. They got 3 out.
You're going to be dancing around the house.
All right.
What do we got?
El Michel Affairs. He's a producer, musician. He's worked with a lot of people. Black Thought.
A lot of folks.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, shout out Wu-Tang Clan. I love that. So I interviewed RZA once.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
So
it seems like a really smart guy.
He was on a Fox show. Can't remember, gang related. And he played an undercover officer. So I had RZA, and then, because we were all there doing a junket for the show, right? And we had his 2 other co-stars after the RZA interview. He went first because he had something to do, whatever. We were in Los Angeles. And I grew up in Jackson Heights, Queens, in New York. And, RZA, I think RZA grew up in Queens, either Queens, Brooklyn, I'm not sure. So to my ear, I understand most New York isms, styles of speech. We got done with the interview and I walked out, and one of the other reporters was walking in and goes, "How did the interview go?" I said, "Great." I'm not 100% sure of everything he said, because he would punctuate things with bomb bomb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bomb bomb. And so I asked his co-stars when I talked to them later. I said, "Hey man, we just did RZA, and what does bomb bomb mean?" They're like, "Oh, okay, that can mean like, hey. It can mean like, how are you? It could be like, I'm out of here." It's just his own thing. He's just his own particular.
So it's like the New York.
I think it's just RZA.
Are you straight type of thing?
Yes, exactly. And everything is son.
Oh yeah.
You are referred to as son. I'm like, okay, fantastic. And I've got a great picture of me and RZA somewhere. All right, so moving on. Let's see. What do we got?
Bad, Bad, Not Good.
Yes, I know this.
Yeah. If you guys don't know them, you guys should.
What do you like about this album? What's it sound like? Tell the people.
Well, they're an instrumental band. They do a lot of things with hip hop, jazz. They work with Ghostface Killer, other artists like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
They're featured in like video games and TV shows.
So the Wu-Tang thread continues.
It does, yeah.
Did you see the thing about that album they recorded that only like 2 people have heard ever, and now it's in Thailand in a museum somewhere? It's on display. Wu-Tang recorded this secret album, and it's considered the most expensive album ever made.
Really?
But they recorded it specifically for it not to be heard by like the masses. Like, it's not on a stream. It doesn't exist. And look it up, kids. I'm not making this up.
I have to look it up.
Look it up. It's for real. All right. So those are your picks. I've got 2, and we're going to play a little surprise game. Lung doesn't know we're going to do this. All right. So I love Arl Burnside. One of the just great blues guitar players who is not a traditional kind of blues. He's not like the shreddy blues guitar player. Like, it's very country, down home, on a porch. And he's also known for very colorful lyrics.
Yeah.
So this.
Real soulful.
Yeah, this isn't getting airplay on just about any radio station. But if you don't know about him, R.L. Burnside is definitely one to check out. This is Burnside on Burnside. If you had a favorite blues album in the building, what would it be? Something that would be considered traditional blues. Is it in the building, and can you pull it out of that rack?
Ooh. Probably Howling Wolf's Spoonful is probably my favorite blues
Can you
song.
put your hands on it? Go get it.
It's up there somewhere.
Go get it. See, there's so many albums, man. This is like being in a library. So while Lung is doing some digging, I would highly recommend some R.L. Burnside in your life. His nephew, it's either his nephew or his grandson, was just here. He's a really great singer himself. He was at the Continental Club. But yeah, if you guys get a chance to check that out, we're at 93 Till, you guys. And if you don't know about it, you need to check it out. Come on down here. The food's great. The drinks are great. And look at this massive collection of vinyl. They curate. If you can't find it, that's all right. Find something that's close. There you go. That's the address, people. Come on down. I feel like I'm doing the old Jerry Lewis telethon, you know? Call now. We'll take all donations. And this is just water, see? But there's the logo in case you guys were wondering what the logo looks like. Look at that. The drop is on. The phone is ringing already. Thank you for your donation, man. Thank you for your donation. All right, here we go.
Couldn't find them, but we got.
Oh my God.
Video.
Yeah, brother. Good pick, man.
Yeah, man.
You know a lot of people do not know about Shuggy Otis.
That's mind blowing.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I feel like they've been
dude, so good. In session, great rhythm and blues. Dude, this is killer. This is such a good pick. Yeah, man. Double record. Yeah, this is that, man. This is a good place to start too. Shuggy Otis, check him out if you don't know. All right, we're going to talk a little bit while we're doing the thing here. Hang on a second. I think people are calling me. Why are they doing that? All right, here we go. One of the greatest jazz albums ever recorded, hands down. I will fight you over this. A Love Supreme, John Coltrane. This is absolutely fantastic. And you might not know this, but when we do the show from Cactus, Quinn loves jazz, so he does. We talk a lot about Blue Note has been reissuing so many incredible things and things that haven't been on vinyl for a million years. And we've had a lot of Coltrane stuff, lately. And it's Quinn knows how to say this. I don't know how to say it, but they do it from the original master. And the way it's recorded and put to vinyl, like it never goes through a computer. It's all analog. The process is completely analog because a lot of the stuff when it's reissued, they digitize it. Anyway, there you go on that one. How about jazz? Who do you love? What do you love?
I've been on this jazz kick lately, and obviously Yusuf Days is my top right now, but John Coltrane, man. Stuck.
You're stuck. So, Kamasi Washington was just here. House of Blues. Yeah. And I had tickets.
I know he just dropped a new album.
Yeah, he just dropped a new album. I had tickets. But it was a Tuesday night. House of Blues. I get up at 4:00 in the morning. Mm-hmm. I'm a weenie. You know what I mean? You're running an empire. You know the drill. You can't just be going out to bars on a Tuesday night. Yeah. You can't
wake up time.
All right, so let's talk a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about the restaurant here because I want people to, know you're here and come on down. Talk a little bit about the menu because you guys don't do like one of these gigantic menu. It's kind of focused. It's kind of curated, very very specific. Like what's happening right now on the menu?
Yeah, our menu is very seasonal. We got a very tiny kitchen, so we get food rotating, and we can only work with food that's in season.
Right.
Because, space.
Sure. What's good right now? Folks are coming down. What are you recommending?
Man, right now, probably rabbit.
Ooh.
We got a stuffed rabbit with some ham. It's got morel mushrooms, corn, potatoes. It's all the seasonal summer veg that you want.
Love that. I've only had rabbit a couple of times. We did a thing with the guys over at Field and Tides, and Travis was redoing his menu, and we were doing some stuff live with him, and he goes, "You got to taste this," and he's cooking. I don't know what he's cooking, and we're live. And plates it up, and he goes, "Get a little bit of that." All right.
Yeah.
What is it? Rabbit. So now I have to eat rabbit on live television. Dude, it was legit. It was so good.
Yeah, people think it's like going to be gamey, but it's kind of mild.
It's delicious,
it's tender,
man.
It's
yeah,
great.
All about the preparation. All right, let's talk a little bit about cocktails. What's good behind the bar, man? What do you guys? What's do you got a signature drink? You known for something in particular?
We are in a process of switching over our cocktail menu to something more summery, and that's head by our bar manager Trung, who's sitting right over there.
Shout him out, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, he's doing a lot of mezcal drinks. A lot more seasonal fruit. What kids want right now.
I love that. Yeah, because we got to get the kids what they want. And again, folks, we're drinking water. We're professionals. We're not going to be on the air here just getting smashed in front of your eyes.
That's after the scene.
So, all right, we got a little time. Do you have any honorable mentions? You want to grab a couple of last minute records to talk about? I think we got about 5 minutes left.
Oh yeah.
Go pick a couple, man. All right, so here's the deal. Next week, the drop returns from Cactus Music. We'll be back in our usual home. Quinn is out doing some stuff with the family, getting a little summer relaxation in. We're also going to do some summer listening lists. We're going to do staff picks. That's coming back. The Cactus staff always has incredible input and a diversity, a wide variety of stuff that they like. But you guys can always hit me up on my Instagram if you want and say, hey, talk about this on the drop, or hey, we're interested about this music, or tell us about this. Can you recommend a playlist? We'll do all that for you. All right, what do you got? You got some good stuff? Come on back here. All right, let's get on it. Pick it.
All right, Witch from Zimbabwe.
Nice.
Zimbabwe rock.
What is this all about? Tell me.
Oh man, if you want something real funky, real groovy, that's what you want. This is probably their first album, but they have about 4 albums out.
Yeah?
From the 70s.
This is the one, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess these are the musicians on here, and I'm not familiar with this, so I'm gonna let you guys. And is it called Zango, or is that the label, or is that
Zango.
the album?
That's the album.
That's the album, Zango. Okay, so Emmanuel Jagari Chanda, Nico Moskovich, Jaco Gardner, Stefan Lilov, JJ Whitfield, and Patrick Mundela. God, I probably just massacred half of that. I just probably destroyed that.
Better
Okay.
you than me.
Keep it going, brother. Keep it going. Where are we at?
The Lost Straight Jackets.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
if you're
yeah.
looking for some psychedelic surf rock.
And these guys have been around for a minute. I don't know if they're still around.
I believe they are.
Yeah.
I hope they are.
Yeah. Well, man, they used to. Yeah, I think these guys got kicked off I think they started like in the 90s, man. Really cool stuff. Who do we have here? That's Mr. Danny Amos on guitar, Eddie Angel on guitar, Greg Townsend guitar, Pete Curry bass, drums on Mr. Pink, Jason Teen Beats May, and
some good looking guys.
Yeah, can you see that they wear the wrestling masks, but they're very like 50s crazy, and for some reason they're standing in front of a jet because that's how fast they are. Well, it's called Jet Set. I mean, that makes sense, right? Read the album cover, Ruben. All is explained. All right, here we go. That's back. All right, what else?
All right, this one's Stax.
Ooh.
Yeah, they do covers from the Beatles, which is pretty cool because you get their take from Isaac Hayes, Booker T, David Porter. They do covers from the Beatles songs. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there we go. So Day Tripper, Help, Got to Get You Into My Life, Eleanor Rigby, Yesterday, Michelle, and I Love Her. With a little help from my friends, Lady Madonna, My Sweet Lord, Hey Jude. Jeez, that's a lot of stuff, man. Yeah. Stax does the Beatles. I've never seen this. That is winner chicken dinner. I love that, man. That makes me happy. All right, so here we go. Before we start to wrap things up, best, and I know again you're very busy. I know you don't get away from the bar very often. Best live show you've seen in the past year.
Best live show.
Yep.
I saw Duran Jones actually in San Antonio last year.
And
amazing.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Live show that you want to see. Somebody that's touring, something that's upcoming, something that you want to see.
I've been trying to catch Jungle for a while. They keep missing them, or they're in a different city. They never come to Houston. I don't know what the deal is.
Why don't people come to Houston?
I don't know, man.
We always get left off the list, man.
I heard it's really hard for them to
We're not a
book
sellout city. That's the deal. It's like some
Yeah.
cities they know that they book, like Austin on a Saturday night is a sellout.
Yeah.
Dallas on a Friday night is a sellout.
I don't know why that is.
I have no idea. Well,
They
man.
step up our game.
Well,
Houston.
we've got a wildly diverse population,
Mhm.
and we're so spread out.
Yeah.
So it's hard for that scene to really like be concentrated around a venue. I think that has something to do with it. I saw Bleachers a few weeks ago.
Oh,
over
wow.
at White Oak. They were fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm familiar with some of it, but for me it's the mark of a good band when you don't know the whole catalog and every song they play you're like interested in. So they were super good. So I'm gonna see. I think Dive is tonight, but I don't know if I can get motivated for some shoegaze on a Thursday night. Great new album, by the way. I love that.
Where are they playing at?
White Oak.
Okay.
At I think they're inside. It's not a lawn show. I don't think it's a lawn show. All right, tell folks the hours of operation. Days you're open. What does it look like down here?
All right, we're open 6 days a week, closed Mondays. We have lunch Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 2 o'clock. Dinner starts back up 4 to around 10. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we close at midnight.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you never know who you're going to run into here. What's my hair doing? Jesus. Most famous